The European Union has come to stark realization that it stands alone within NATO. The Euro-Atlantic alliance has been abandoned to such an extent that Trump has bluntly declared Europe should not expect even a single bullet in its defense without credibility. Since the victory of the 47th president, the EU has been scrambling, preparing for the worst in case Putin decides to launch an attack. The Baltic states are particularly anxious, aware of their vulnerabilities. Yet, in their desperate effort to strengthen the EU's position, they risk provoking Moscow even further. Their moves to bolster security may end up angering Russia, potentially escalating tensions rather than calming them. Europe's strategic dilemma is now clear. Act too little and risk exposure, act too much and risk igniting the very confrontation they hope to avoid. Oh God, what a catch-22 situation. In a bold move to strengthen Europe's defense, Estonia announced plans on 25 April 2025 to build a state-owned military explosives factory near Parnu. The facility, operated by Hexest, aims to produce 600 tons of RDX explosive annually, enough to manufacture up to 1 lakh NATO standard 155 artillery shell each year. This decision comes as Europe races to secure self-sufficiency in defense production, particularly after US President Donald Trump signaled a significant reduction in American military aid to Europe and Ukraine. Estonia's initiative reflects a growing urgency among European nations to prepare for future conflicts without heavy resilience on Washington. But why RDX? RDX, a powerful and stable explosive developed during World War II, remains a critical component in modern artillery shells, mortars, and missile warheads. Estonia's new facility will use domestic oil shale as a raw material, helping to reduce Europe's dependence on import from countries like China and India. The move is seen as vital. Continent is still catching up after decades of underinvestment in defense. Since Russia's invasion of Ukraine, demand for 155 cell has surged, with Ukrainian forces repeatedly firing up to 2 lakh rounds per month, while large manufacturers like Germany Rheinmetall are ramping up production. Estonia's factory is notable for its ability and ambition. With a population of just 1.3 billion, Estonia has consistently met NATO's 2% defense spending target and ranks among the highest in military aid to Ukraine per capita. Set to begin operations by 2028, Estonia's explosive plans could significantly bolster Europe's strategic independence at a time when geopolitical uncertainties demanded urgent action. For the unaware, Estonia has been significantly accelerating its defense posture since 2022. Responding to heightened security concern, Estonia approves a substantial increase in its defense budget in April 2025, raising spending to 5.4% of GDP, one of the highest in NATO. The country has also embarked on enhancing its military infrastructure, notably constructing a new military base near its border with Russia, the first such development since the Soviet era. The base forms part of border effort to fortify the nation's eastern frontier and improve rapid development capabilities. Furthermore, Estonia has been proactive in modernizing its military equipment. In 2023, it signed a €1 billion agreement with Germany to acquire the Iris-T medium-range air defense system, significantly boosting its aerial defense capabilities. These initiatives underscore Estonia's commitment to strengthening its defense amid an increasingly tense regional environment. However, Russia has not remained silent. Although there has been no official statement of President Vladimir Putin directly addressing Estonia's RDX factory plans, past Kremlin reactions offers clue. Moscow has previously voiced strong objections to NATO's military activities near its border, describing them as aggressive and warning of countermeasures. It would not be surprising if Estonia's growing military assertiveness eventually drawn a sharper response from Russia. As observers closely monitor the situation, it remains to be seen whether Moscow will escalate rhetoric or take tangible actions against Estonia's latest move. One thing is clear, by taking its security into its own hands, Estonia has made itself a bigger target in Putin's crosshairs. In its bid to shield itself and strengthen Europe's defense, Estonia may have unintentionally stepped closer to the very storm it hopes to withstand. The road ahead for the Baltic states and Europe at large now seems even more precarious. A game of nerves has begun and there is no turning back. Thank you.